Hey Stampers, it's Judy Klock here coming to you today for another little lesson at lunch. And today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little boxes. It's a little flip top box and it will hold either 3 of these Lindor truffles, or if you go to the Dollar Tree, there's like a little set of like 6 bath bombs. It will hold 3 of those bath bombs. So again, Halloween's coming up, so this is a cute little way to package some candy. If you want to give out some little candy to like family and friends and stuff, or if you have craft fairs coming up, these would be great. Just change out the colors to like Christmas colors or neutral colors, and you can put either the candy in there or those little bath bombs from the Dollar Tree. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with just a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 6 1/4. Now we're going to score. Let me bring my score buddy in, my score table. We're going to score the 6 1/4 inch side at, let me see. I know it's at 5, so I'm going to do it at 5 here. I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to do it at 5. It's 1 1/4 and 5. Okay, then we're going to flip it to the 5.5 inch side, and we're going to score it at 1 1/4. Okay, then 2.5. I have to think about this for a minute. 3 3/4 and 5. Okay, then we should have 4 1/4 inch sections, 1 1/4 inch sections, and then a little section that's about 1/2 inch. Okay, now let's go ahead. We're going to do some cutting, and this really has no stamping involved in this one. It can if you want to add something to it, but we're going to cut off. I don't know if you could see it up here. Let me just move my camera. Sorry, my camera is not positioned correctly. I do apologize for that. Okay, I knocked into it. All right, so we want to cut this little 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch by, I'm sorry, 1/2 inch by 1 1/4 inch wide on each side, and then the first 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch square. So we're just going to cut off these two right up here. Okay, that's going to form the lid to our flip top box. Okay, so we're just going to cut those off. Now this is an optional step. I like to just round these corners. So I just like to take my scissor and just kind of round them a little bit. I think it just makes it a little bit easier when you're closing the box to have those rounded off. Now these remaining score lines, we're going to clip to that, at this point, that horizontal score lines. We're going to clip these vertical score lines to our horizontal score line. And again, I like to just kind of trim that one side so that when I go to glue them all, there's not like a lot of excess cardstock. All right, so I'm kind of going to trim that. Okay, I'm going to just take off like a little tiny bit of an angle there on each one of these. Okay, this one I'm going to trim, got a little bit extra there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and fold on all the score lines, just kind of crease it gently. Okay, all right. Now I've got these two. I'm going to take these two. These are going to form my inner, like my inner box. So I'm going to take my liquid glue and I'm going to put it on one of these flaps on each side. And I'm going to fold those up and adhere those together. So the back one is going to come and meet the front one. And we still have this middle flap that is still kind of like flowing free, and we're going to put that on in just a minute. So I'm just going to hold these. This liquid glue sets pretty quickly. So now I'm ready to add some glue to my outer one. I'm going to just kind of push that up, make sure it's even. We want our box to be even. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing over here. All right. So now we've got that. So now we've got our box, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in my 3 truffles. Now, these will have, they have these little like twirly ends. So just kind of fold those under so that they will all fit in there nicely. Okay. And now we're going to see, that's why sometimes it doesn't fit in there nicely. There we go. Now I'm going to just kind of tuck that flap in. Okay. Now I've got a piece of our DSP that is 3.5 by 3. So before I do anything, I wanted to add some washi tape to it because I just think this washi tape is so pretty. Now I have to find the ends of my washi tape. That is sometimes the challenge. All right, so I'm going to put a piece of green washi tape there. Okay, it doesn't really matter, just another piece here. Okay, I'm going to take my purple. I'm going to put that. It just so happened that it worked out that they were 5, which was kind of perfect. So I'm not using the black washi tape. I'm using the green, the purple, and we're going to use the orange in the middle. Okay, let's see if I can find the end. That's the hardest part of this game, is finding the end of that washi tape. There it is. Okay. And now I'm just going to put that there. All right, now I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to tuck these ends under. Okay. Now I need to cut this into 1-inch strips. So let me just grab my paper trimmer. Hang on. All right. So I'm just going to cut these into 1-inch strips. Okay, remember it's 3.5 by 3. We added our washi tape. And now I'm just going to cut these into 1-inch by 3.5-inch strips. Okay. So now look, our washi tape is already on there. I just did it. I found it easier to do it when it was the bigger piece than to do it when it was already on the 1-inch piece. So now I'm just going to take some glue, liquid glue, and we're just going to decorate the front, top, and back of our box. I guess you don't have to do the back if you choose not to, but that's, again, it's up to you. It's your choice. I'm just going to add that there. I'm going to take another piece, and we're just going to put it right on the top. So I love this. This is that black and white designer series paper. It is in the July to December mini catalog. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demo, I would love it if you would give me a chance to be your demo. I am introducing a frequent shoppers program starting October 1st. That is going to be the new Stampin' Up! Year. And for every $50 that you spend with me, you get to earn a Foxy point. Collect 10 Foxy points, and you get a $50 shopping spree on me. So check out my website, stampinwithcraftyclock.com, for all the details. And if you are on my newsletter mailing list, the details will be in my weekly newsletter this week. So, all right. So now I wanted to add just a little bit more. So I took our silver mesh metallic ribbon and I just kind of tied a bow. Now, like I said, I like to tie my bows first before I cut the ribbon off. I just feel like I have a little bit more control that way. So I am just going to tie this into a pretty bow. And that just kind of helps keep the box closed a little bit. All right. And once we get it tied, we're going to fluff it out. We're going to pretty up the ends. So let me cut this. Let's see. Cut that off. All right. Now we're going to kind of spread this out. All right. I love this ribbon. Perfect for Halloween. Perfect for so many things. Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to kind of make my ends look a little bit pretty. I like to make my ends look pretty. Let's see. All right. And there is our little sweet treat box. So again, it was just a piece of cardstock that was 5.5 by 6 1/4. I will put the scoring measurements in the comments below. I'll probably do that like this afternoon, like around 1-ish, maybe 2. I'll go ahead and I'll update the description below so that those measurements for the scoring are in there. All right. And that is it for this edition of Lesson at Lunch. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye.